Woo! Let's go, you guys. Live stream. So many things to discuss. We're going to talk about Colby Covington. We're going to talk about Jorge Masvidal saying he's going to get the next title shot because he's got insider info, whether we think that's true. We're going to talk about the Chito Vera and Cory Sandhagen fight, and I want to talk about why Colby Covington is, in fact, the number one contender, contrary to what everyone keeps saying about how he doesn't deserve a title shot. They're wrong. They're wrong. And I will tell you exactly why. So let's let people get on real quick. I'm playing with this music. You guys like a little background music or no? What do you guys think? Huh? Little background, little set the mood. Huh? Lifting with jail. Dude, I'll get you so fired up at the gym. Look at it. Look at that, dude. That's what you're aiming for. Right there. Dude, I gotta get the link for is it too loud? Here, I'll just turn it off. There. How about like that? It feels like I'm in an elevator. Dude, I gotta get the link for Gabrielle's pre-workout that I take every day. It has me looking like a Mack truck because it has creatine in it, and I hadn't supplemented creatine in like, I honestly, if I was going to guess the last time I supplemented creatine before now, it was probably like 17 years ago. And I blew up, son. Shit works, man. All right. What do you guys think about this background music, yo? You guys like that? Are you guys feeling that? Or no? Anyway, so music's too loud still. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it off then. Wait. Boop. There. Now no music. Hopefully you guys weren't loving that, dude. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Makes me happy that coming out vid on MMA Hour has not got so many views that they're reaching out. We should have had that interview like the music. I'm not 100% sure exactly what that means, but that reminds me, we will also talk about Jeff Molina and his effort to, what's the word? Capitalize on this moment where he had his, tape leaked, because I am very suspicious that he may have leaked that himself now. Really starting to feel like he might have leaked that himself. But yeah, so we're going to talk about that. I am on my supplements are exactly as they've been for the last forever. All I do is TRT, and it's at like a totally normal level. It's at 8. Like I just had it tested. It's at 876. The only difference now is that I started using this pre-workout that from Gabrielle's company that is incredible. And in addition to it being a pre-workout, it has creatine in it. I had no idea. It's a really, really small dose. Like, dude, I'll tell you this. When I did supplement creatine years and years and years ago, was taking way more than I needed for sure. And so does everybody, because there's only a very little bit in this pre-workout, but it for sure worked, because I didn't even know that it was in there, and everybody started telling me I looked huge. And I'm like, I don't understand. I'm not doing anything different. I thought I just hit like old man strength or something. Like I really consider that. I'm like, it's probably just because I train jit so much. And then I just hit like that like phase of like old man strength where you like jump up in strength. Like, people always say that about like when you're 25 and you're like strong, and then you go up against some dude who's like 45 or like 48, and you're like, I don't understand how a person can be this fucking strong, and you call it like old man strength. Back then, I was just like, maybe that I'm getting to like old man. But no, creatine. I know, dude. I know. This dude and the girl who did it is normally bulletproof. She's like I'm super careful about who does my hair. And she had done, I mean, I've been going to her every 2 weeks for probably a year and a half. And she's never fucked my hair up until today. She fucked it up. I mean, it won't be, it'll be like in a few days, it'll be grown out and it won't be so, but I was like, what the fuck? Jesus. She fucked it up. One get out of jail free. Like when you've built up, like a bunch of like really good haircuts, you get one get out of jail free card. She got one. This is her only one. Hey, Gabrielle. Gab. For fuck's sake. I will let you guys know right now which type. Oh yeah, dude. Hey, what kind of creatine is in Perks? Is it monohydrate or the other one?
Oh, I don't know these things off the top of my head. Hold on.
It's either monohydrate or HCl.
I don't know. Whatever it is, it fucking works.
You think I don't know that? Look at me.
Hold on.
Just kidding.
It is monohydrate.
Yep. I have heard that one like gets you bigger faster. It makes you retain more water. But
I definitely do not retain.
Dude, you're not retaining any water. You're shredded right now.
Yeah, it also has like a detox matrix in it, so maybe that offsets any of the weight.
I'll give you a fucking detox matrix. No one knows what that means. Okay, I gotta go. Come up here and say hi if you want to.
Yeah, it only has 500 milligrams of fiber.
It's okay. Love you. Bye. Come up here if you want to hang out. All right. So yeah, I love to feel my female barber's hands on my face, dude. Mine definitely is like, I want you to really enjoy the way that I massage your head. And I'm like, I do. It's nice. It's not bad. Just make sure you don't fuck my hair up though. All right. So what are we talking? All right. So that's long enough. 7.5 minutes. People can come on later or not. All right. So Jorge Masvidal has said that he has insider information that he is going to get the next title shot. You know what? Before I even start on this, I want to show you guys something real quick. So you guys know the Jussie Smollett story, obviously, I assume, right? So the Osen, oh man, now I have no excuse. I'm going to butcher the last name again. I didn't realize I was butchering it till I talked to them. So the brothers, the Osen, fuck. I'm just going to say it the way I say it. I apologize. The Osendario brothers. It's totally wrong. It's like insultingly wrong. It's not how you pronounce it. But the brothers that did the fake hate crime on Jussie Smollett, they came on the show yesterday. We recorded a really long episode, and those guys are blowing up, dude. They have they got a podcast that just dropped. They got a book deal. They got another, they got a documentary on Fox, the new Fox streaming service. They're going on Tucker Carlson in the first week of April, and they are starting a long form podcast YouTube channel, and I am helping them do that, and I'm going to moderate the show, and it's going to be the bomb. So this early look, this channel right here that looks like nothing right now is theirs. This one is about to get serial. Bunch of branding coming. If you want to get an early start on it, this is going to be fire. Let me rephrase that. If you liked Jesse on everything, this is going to be long form Jesse on everything. Plus the Osendarios just dropping knowledge. They're super smart. They're fucking hilarious. They now, because of the nature of, you know what? I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to go politics on this stream, but it's going to be awesome. Osendarios. Okay. So, Gabrielle's price, it depends on what you want, dude. Pictures of her feet. I don't know, $400. Pictures of her feet. And it goes up from there. All right. So wait, hold up. No, that was 100% real. Those are really the guys. And that was really them acting it out. That's why it's so funny, dude. And also, they're boxers, dude. Like both of them are actually boxers. Like one of them is the Gold Gloves champion in Chicago and was on the Olympic boxing team. And then he left because he went pro. And we were talking about that yesterday. It's like, can you imagine if they actually would have jumped that little twink, Jussie Smollett? They would have whipped his fucking ass into a coma in like, you know what I mean? Like in a millisecond. A Gold Glove, like a diesel Gold Gloves champion, and his brother, who actually, and I don't know, he might be Gold Gloves champion also. I know one of them is in like they 2-on-1 Jussie Smollett. They whipped that fucking ass, dude. The only update on Tate that I've heard is that he's never getting out of jail, fucking ever. No, they're not like the Tate brothers exactly. I mean, there will be some common views for sure. And maybe, dude, they might, dude, I'm serious. Like the reason I am helping them do it is because I saw them like on, I saw them on the documentary and I was watching them like, bro, these guys are stars, man. Like these guys, especially given like someone just said to me yesterday that it's they're getting their 15 minutes. I was like, There's sometimes people that have a thing like this happen, they get 15 minutes and then it goes away. Other times, if a person is super talented or a group is really talented and they successfully capture the attention that they have and do something with it, then it's different. Like perfect example of that is when they did Jersey Shore, right? Like they did Jersey Shore and everyone's like, oh my God, dude, like these guys are a joke. They they don't do anything. And Pauly D was like, I'm a DJ, right? And I remember at the beginning, everybody would they'd put videos of him DJing up on the internet. They're all, look at how shitty of a DJ this fucking guy. He's a terrible fucking DJ. But I remember just being like, he is taking this moment that they have and he's branding it into something that he can actually make a living doing. Dude, he's had a residency in Vegas for the last 100 years, making like 12 mil a year. And if you look at like the other guy, like what's Ronnie doing? Like what's Ronnie doing? What's the situation doing? Fucking jack shit. Same deal. One guy making fucking 8 figures a year. The other guy's nothing like that because they didn't capture the attention correctly. And so that's what I was thinking with. I'm like, these guys are so well positioned to just ride a wave because they're perfectly positioned culturally, perfectly. And I have a lot to say on those matters. And so it's a beautiful marriage. And the fact they're fighters, dude. They're fighters. We instantly hit it off, dude. They're studs, man. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, thank you, brother. Oops, I just lost a super chat. Benjamin Early, thank you very much, dude. I did. That's exactly what it was. I went in there and I was like, listen, sweetheart, I know normally I just say like high fade, hard part, but today I'm going to do the thing where I show you a photograph of someone that I want to look like, and I'm going to show you a video. Just try to ignore the dick in his mouth, Just try to ignore that and just focus on his hair. I want to look exactly like this guy. Shave me a little thing in my eyebrows so there's no question whether or not I want your sausage in my face, and let's run with it. So, also, does Gabby curse off camera? Yeah. Gabrielle and I we curse like sailors in front of our kids, and they know they're not allowed to say it. Although, dude, oh my God, the funniest thing ever. Like, cause like your kids, sometimes they don't know what words are actually like swear words. So Giselle, like my kids all got their ears pierced or whatever. And so Gabrielle was talking to Giselle about like, she's like, yeah, boys only get like one ear pierced. And one of her sisters is like, why do they only get one ear pierced? And Giselle's all, cause they're pussies. We were like, what? It's just so funny because she straight up didn't realize that that's like, oh, like, The way she said it was as if she was like, like she's just, I don't know, fucking hilarious, dude. I think that shit is so funny because they're pussies. I was like, you're not allowed to say that, but if you're gonna say bad things, that's a really funny thing you said. I met Gabrielle through my best friend was hooking up with her best friend. Dude, that I could tell you this. I mean, it would be a nice change of pace, but that's impossible. I remembering his grandparents' name by yeah. I mean, listen, dude. I'm like without, just if people can just objectively just listen to like mentioning politics without getting bent out of shape, because I'm not talking about politics really, other than just to say that like I feel like lately it's just been sheer comedy, dude. Like I feel like it's been just sheer comedy. It's like if you get conditioned to like actually like a bunch of stuff that like actually really bothers you, for like multiple years where you're like, and you're just all worked up. And then when that kind of lets up and you just kind of look and you're like, okay, so nothing that's happening right now really matters that much. So let me just kind of watch for entertainment purposes. And this stuff is so funny, dude. Like genuinely, like I know people think of me as like being on a side, but I'm really not, dude. Like I am genuinely just an independent person who kind of watches and is just like, all right, that's something I should be concerned about. And this is just funny. Like this thing about how they were going to arrest Trump is the funniest thing ever, dude. It's so funny because it's so ludicrous. Like what they were going to arrest him for is so ludicrous. And then they're like, and then right when they're about to do it, it was like this, I don't know how much you guys know about this, but like they were going to arrest him because of the hush money payment that he made to Stormy Daniels that everybody knew about from 2016. Like, it's not like this is new information. Everybody knows he slept with a porn star. She was going to write a book. They paid her off to be quiet. And that was that. It came out a long time ago. He paid her $130,000. Michael Cohen, his attorney, paid the $130K and then billed DT for legal fees. So it's like, here. So he took care of it and he billed him $130K for legal fees. That's what's illegal, is like that he paid $130K to her and indirectly pretended that it was legal fees. That's what the crime is, right? And it's like, but everybody already knows about that, right? So they were about to indict him. And then like a day before they're about to indict him, this document gets leaked. That's like Michael Cohen who's the whole thing is based on Michael Cohen's testimony, who's his attorney. And a document comes out that is Michael Cohen testifying in front of a grand jury, saying the exact opposite of what he was going to testify to when they were going to indict him. And so literally right before, they were like, wait, it's like, hey, how does your case look now? And they're like, oh man, not very good. It's like, so do you still want to just arrest him? I mean, like, in all honesty, this isn't the kind of thing that any former president would get arrested for any other reason than like, they're like, politics. So it's like, doesn't really matter if he gets convicted. If you're just doing it for politics anyway, you may as well just arrest him and then just lose the case. Like, who can't, you know what I mean? It looks worse. It looks worse being like, we're going to indict him. You guys get all the police to stand by, get them ready. It's going to be January 6 times 1,000. And then they're like, actually, we're just not going to indict him. You're all right. It's so ridiculous, dude. The whole like is so ridiculous. That's my new approach to all of this stuff, is I just laugh, dude. It's like, it's so ridiculous. All of it is so ridiculous. Anyway, so that is all I try to do, is just not take sides and just be like objective and be like, well, All right. So, you are very welcome, Sweet Fear. And it's so much easier. Going through some hard times. Listening to you makes me forget about my life issue. Please keep content coming. Dude, I'm very glad that that's the case. When I was going through it in 2017, the just absolute bottom of the barrel of my life that year, from April 2017 until probably about the year. It started to get better in November, but like I was starting at 0. And so like, November, December got to like 2. And then, I worked my way out of it. But like But in that year, like throughout 2017, I watched Rogan every day, like the Joe Rogan Experience. And it wasn't because I was interested in any of the specific topics. It was just like there was something about watching it where I felt like I was hanging out with my friends and it just made me feel better, you know? Because a lot of it also, like, I was going through it just for a lot of reasons, but one of the kind of side effects was I felt insanely isolated, dude. Like because I was out in Utah and, you know, so if I can provide the same to anybody, I am very happy about that. Johnny, thank you very much. Who wins between Shavkat and Leon Edwards? Plumber Mike, thank you very much. Man, so Shavkat beats everybody unless they have this is my take on him, is like he has one gaping hole in his game, one. And that is that his head is straight up and it's right in front of his opponent. Like he is so offensive minded that he just stands in front with his head up and his chin up like this. And he is wide open to get hit with a big hook that he doesn't see coming, you know? And everyone's like, dude, well, but Geoff Neal, he's like a really heavy hitter and he hit him with a couple shots. That doesn't matter, dude. Like just because someone who has a lot of power landed a shot in that way and he wasn't knocked out, like that there's many reasons that could be the case where someone that you don't think of as like a huge puncher could land a shot in the same way and it would knock them out, you know? Now, Leon Edwards, his striking is beautiful, but I would need to go watch some tape on him to see how he looks in tight quarters, because the way that I think of Leon's striking, why he's so pure and he's so good, is because his strikes come from nowhere. There's no tell. It's just boom. Like if you were literally going to show someone who just started striking what an absolutely ideal mixed martial arts punch and kick technique looks like in terms of how you start, like where it's just like boom, where it just comes from nowhere. Like Leon, there's no one that does it better than him. There really isn't. Like his punches are just boom. That's why it's so hard to dip them. But I don't feel like I have a really strong like look at his hooks, because he does a really good job managing distance and he throws great straight punches and he does really well with kicks, to where like I can't remember any exchanges where he was in tight and threw, got into an exchange and threw hooks. That's what will knock out Shavkat, is if someone is in tight and they get into an exchange with him and he is looking here, boom, boom, and just gets clipped with a hook that he doesn't see. I mean, like, mark my words. Mark my words. If and when he loses, that will be how he loses. He's going to get clipped with a hook he doesn't see. And Leon does not strike me as just his style is not sit in the pocket and trade at all. Like he's a move out of, like if it gets like that, he's a block and use footwork to get out of there. He doesn't like doing that because one of the reasons that he's so good is because he and I'm not talking about skill, like his approach to fighting very clearly is priority one, don't get hit. Like before he's trying to land anything, his first priority is to avoid getting hit, and then offense. It's like defense first, then offense, which sounds like, oh, well, common sense. No, it's not. Like, it's like, that's just not common sense, because a lot of guys, I would say, kind of like prioritize equally or are more offensive minded. And maybe some guys that are defensive minded first, they're just not as good as Leon. And so it doesn't really matter as much. Like Chito Vera is a defense first guy also. And I'll talk about that fight in a second, but yeah, like with a defense first guy, if you get into an exchange, like I'm talking about, the way that you would be knocking out Shavkat is you're in tremendous danger, dude. Like to land the shot I'm talking about, you are in tremendous danger, and you just get one off and he doesn't see it. But I mean, he's just so, I mean, it's like his technique in just that one, he's so good everywhere else. He has that one flaw, and it's a big one, because one mistake your career changes in an instant. But anyway, so if I had to bet, dude, it's just so tough too because Shavkat really has not fought anyone. You know, Jeff Neal is good, obviously, but like things change when you get to the top 4 guys, period. Look at Khamzat and how he ran through everybody. And then look, he has one fight against a top 4 guy. And look at how that looked. Gilbert Burns against Khamzat looked pretty different than all the other ones, all of his other fights, right? I mean, he has run through everyone. He has the majority of his fights. He has not taken a single strike. That's like a level of dominance that's honestly hard to even wrap your brain around. But that's how dominant Khamzat has been. And you get him against a top 4 guy, and he wins by a razor-thin decision in a war. And so, you know, as dominant as Shavkat has looked, we don't know what he'll look like against the absolute elite of the division yet, you know. Darren, what's up, dude? Long time no talkie. And oh, wait, I got to do this one first. Lucas, thank you very much, dude. Lucas T Fitness has got a budding, growing brand on the gram and on YouTube, you guys. You should go follow him. Who has the most annoying fan base in the UFC? Well, in the UFC, I mean, here, I'm going to give credit. I'm going to give credit to you guys, although I don't mean it I mean this absolutely as a positive. But the most disruptive fan base in the UFC, in my opinion, for sure, are Guru's fans. If they get it on for somebody, they eat them alive, dude. They eat them alive, which is awesome. That's why, like, you know, he has benefited so much from other channels talking about him, which is certainly, you know, heavily due to his own strategy and things he's put out. But you guys in his fan base that then go behind and go and comment and bait these guys it annoys the shit out of those channels to the point where they end up responding, dude. You know, like that's just what it is. It's like they end up responding, and that helps him it helps his channel so much. So I will answer in a way that is kind of reversed from how it was meant. And as a compliment, I will say they are the most capable of annoying the shit out of a channel if they want to. All right. And Darren Shagmaster, what's up, brother? It's actually very interesting. By having facial hair, the impact of the punch is spread out over a larger area, and thus the impact is reduced, and you're less likely to get knocked out. I would need to see some data on that. What's wrong with my haircut is this girl that does my hair fucked it up today. Let's see. My take on the leaked DM situation is it doesn't prove anything. Like, I mean, bottom line, dude, you're talking about a guy who's married with kids. So, like, I don't know, man. That's I would never, ever put anything out that was going to jeopardize anyone's marriage if they have kids, aside from if they fucked my wife, you know, like it's like literally like it's like I was thinking about that. I was like, what? I mean, and the messages. I mean, there's no. If you're talking about a thing like that, that certainly is not. That wouldn't like if what has been out that wouldn't hold up in court at all, you know. But I mean, it's just like I've said a million times. That situation is sad to me. I hate when friends end up going at each other. I fucking hate it. Dude, this is supposed to be what my hair always is. Like literally, like this haircut was just do what we always do. And at the end, it was funny. Like at the end, she was like, she's all, what do you think? And I could tell, like, she was like, she's all, what do you think about the top? And I was like, I mean, it seems a little short up here. Like, what the fuck? And then she said something like, oh, next time I'll have you look up. Cause I was like this the whole time. Cause oh shit. Because Pans is on. Oh. Well, Chris lost, but Steve Hargett, my professor fights in like a half an hour. But I was watching Chris Hargett fight in pans, and so I was just kind of like, and I had an earphone in and wasn't listening, and then so, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm responsible for a fucked up haircut because I was looking at my phone, obviously, but that was, you know. But she's done such a good job that she gets one pass. What would Gabrielle do? Let's ask her. Gabrielle, come here. Gabrielle would be like, I mean, I hope those baddies are looking bad, son. I'll tell you exactly what would actually happen though, is I would be like, okay, it's not even me on there. This is all him. Like what? Now he's trying to pretend like this is me. He's telling you that this is him in the DMs, not me. And she would just go, okay. And then that would be over. That's exactly what would happen. No, it's not bad enough for me to shave my head. This will grow out in a day. But the question is, tomorrow when I go to the fights, do I wear a hat? Is it that fucked up? You know what I mean? And I think it actually might be. I think it is. I actually think it's fucked up enough that I have to wear a hat tomorrow, which is crazy. But whatever. Yeah, 100%, dude. Daniel EFX, do you think it's possible to start training MMA at 25 and have somewhat of a career with prior boxing? It's just 1,000%, dude. Absolutely, dude. For sure. Listen, John Danaher, Gordon Ryan's coach, GSP's jiu-jitsu coach, probably the, most respected jiu-jitsu coach alive right now, says that a person going from zero can compete with the most elite athletes in the world in 5 years. If they're athletically talented and they grind like these guys do to get, he said 5 years, you can go from zero to competing against the best guys in the world in 5 years. If you train with the right people and train correctly. And if and having previous boxing experience, that's a big leg. I mean, that really is a big leg up. Like just with like basics. Like if you think about like people who are starting from scratch, like, sometimes, I don't know if you've ever like seen someone on like a grappling team that has like no striking at all. And the first time, most of them kind of know what they're supposed to do because like, even if they're starting from scratch, because they're, if they do grappling, they probably have seen a lot of striking, but like, so that's actually a bad example. But like, if you watch someone who like didn't watch a lot of fighting or whatever, and like you're trying to show them how to punch, it's like, Jesus, man. But yeah, if you so question, what kind of bear is best? Look at you, dude. Come here. Come sit.
Getting ready because we have to go to the thing.
I know we do.
Yeah.
And
hi.
Wait, not for a while though.
No, it's at 4, but I have to like get the kids.
Yeah, because I have a podcast I'm doing at 2:30. So
it's not very comfortable.
Let's say hypothetically that some asshole.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Let's say somebody put out a bunch of screenshots that supposedly indicated that I had been trolling for booty on Instagram. And you couldn't see him or anything, but it was just like, yeah, this is what this was. And I was just like, this is bullshit. What would happen?
Nothing.
See? Nothing.
How did this?
We don't want to get into the details of that. It has nothing to do with me, obviously.
Well,
I'm like, it has nothing to do with me. I'm like, so if you saw me asking a girl to show me her butt like this right here, what would you do? Yeah. Just like I did right here. I'll tell you afterwards. I don't want to give any more energy to it publicly because.
Hey guys.
But yes, 100%. If you're 25 and but I mean, you got to go all in though, because think about it. Like you can get competent. Even if you have no grappling background, you can get competent in it in a couple of years if you're like really focused on it. And I mean, the thing is, like, if you have a grappling background, it's way easier to become a good striker in a short period of time than it is to become like a high level, you know, jiu-jitsu practitioner or whatever. But you don't need to do that. You just need to train takedown defense really well and defense from certain positions where, you know, you're like, just don't think about grappling as I need to be offensive and submit people. You just need to have, you know, fundamentals to where you can defend and then make your, you know, build your game around your strengths. Right, Gabrielle?
Exactly. That's exactly what I would have said.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was going to say something else, and I was like, wait, what would Gabrielle say about that?
That's it.
Look how fucked my hair is, dude. All of them brought it up right out of the gate. That's why I put it on just to see. I was like, if they bring it up, then it is that fucked up. And they did. It's fucked. Man, it's infuriating, dude.
It was the first thing I said when he walked in. I'm like, what happened?
I know, dude. She's usually bulletproof. She must have been, you know what it is?
You distracted her?
Because of the perks and me wearing a t-shirt like this so she could see my arms.
She was like shaking.
And because I put a spray tan on yesterday. So I was tan and yoked. She couldn't think straight.
She couldn't, yeah.
I want to fuck him so bad. I can't think about cutting his hair. I just want to dive on his penis. And then this is what you get.
That's exactly what female inner monologue sounds like.
It is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
Look at his arms. I wonder what they would feel like crushing my little body while he pulverized me. You've never thought I want to get pulverized?
No, that word has never happened in my own.
I know. Even when I say it, it sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
How else would you describe, like, you know, like if I really get after it, like, it's like, what's another word for that? Like,
no.
Well,
sorry.
But seriously, okay, so that's not the girl's inner monologue. Like, you're telling me girls don't ever look at a dude and they're like, man, I want to ride that pony.
We also don't say that in our heads.
Jesus, I would love to feel that guy's hands all over my naked body.
I mean, maybe.
Oh, look at that, you guys. Got her. Hey, do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Show them the mask thing.
The mask thing.
Where he's like, hey, let me see if I know you.
Oh.
Got him. This is so funny, dude. Oh, excellent topic, dude. So I have the Fabia interview. I isolated all of the answers. I wrote a script, but honestly, there are so many ways to go that I'm struggling with, like, which way to do it. Hang on, watch this, you guys.
You're wearing your mask. I'm the headliner. Good choice. Do I know you? Can you pull it down just for a second? COVID. Bam! God! You see how quick that happens? Over, dog. Fucking over, dude.
Yeah. Hey, you're wearing a mask at my show. Dude, do I know you? Boom.
Oh,
bam. Cope. Got him. Who does? Gabrielle? We've never even said that word.
What word?
This word.
What? No.
That's not even like, it's like literally like not even in our vernacular.
That's a good word.
Vernacular?
Yeah.
What was that word that I said the other day where I was like, I need to, that's.
Oh my gosh.
Cejudo or Aljo? I like Cejudo. Because Aljo's obviously Aljo's huge strength. It's just stylistic matchups. Aljo's strength is grapple, take your back, right? And he's so good at it. It's crazy. It is crazy how good Aljo is at snatching people's backs, dude. And it's like, that's like the most, I mean, depending on the person, mount or taking the back are the two most dominant positions in grappling. And like, it's amazing how successful he is at getting to people, getting to everybody's back. It's like, but with Cejudo, I mean, he's a gold medalist wrestler, man. You're gonna have a hard time getting to his back, And then if you're going pure striking, Aljo's strength with striking is he's herky jerky, rhythmless. There's no pattern to pick up, but Cejudo's nasty, dude. Assuming you got to consider he's been out for almost 3 years. Like he retired when I first started this channel, because I remember that was one of the first like metaphors that I was really proud of, where I was like, yeah, I nailed that, dude. I nailed it. Because I was like imitating Cejudo retiring as if I was because negotiating with the UFC as if I was like a person who wanted to buy a car, and the UFC is like the car dealership. And I'm like, I'm not going to buy it. And they're all, good. Go ahead, buy. It's like, fine, I'm leaving. I'm retiring. They're like, no, that's fine. It's fine. We have another buyer, dude. It's fine. Well, good. Bye. I am leaving. Well, why haven't you left? Just go, dude. I'm going. And then now, he took so much time off that maybe he really did want time off. But he had the bantamweight and the 120 flyweight championship, and like there were no other contenders. Like he thought he had the UFC by the balls, which is why the UFC didn't negotiate. They're like, are you fucking serious? You get to a leverage position after all we've done for you, Triple C. You try to turn around and jam us up. Hunter Campbell pulled up in his $1.5 million car. He's like, unbelievable the greed on this fucking guy, dude. Greg Schuster, thank you very much. PSA, Jesse's a man of his word. I won a Jordan giveaway a while back, but the package was jacked in transit. Jesse found out, replaced it immediately. No questions asked. Solid. That's true. I shipped it today, dude. You guys want to see I'll show you guys the shoe.
Oh, the shoe?
The shoe. Yeah, Gabrielle's so mad about the shoe.
This shoe?
Because I had it
living on our kitchen
for
counter.
4 days, dude.
That's a long time for a shoe to be on a counter, for the record.
Yeah. My favorite shoe for my favorite shoe.
So clever.
It arrived. He asked for that. I didn't like come up with it. And that's Greg Schuster. And he lives in Elk Grove, near Roseville.
Yes. Small.
Enjoy, good sir. And now you have the tracking. So if it gets snatched again, well, I don't know what. Like they asked me if I wanted to insure it. They're all, is what's in there worth over $100? I was like, well, fuck, I signed it. It's probably worth like 10 grand.
At least.
Jay Bones, thank you very much, good sir. Great looking couple, you guys. I bet when you walk into a room of people, they all look at you and are like, well, oh, dude. Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. And the girls look at me, not because they're looking at me. They just go, well, he probably has a huge cock if that's his wife. I'm like,
that's what girls also think.
Right?
Yes.
I know women so well. I do. But the reality is that is actually what they think, just not the cock thing. Like they're like, that guy must have it going on if that girl who's prettier than me is with him. That is how the girl brain works. And that's true. Actually, you might not think like that. Yes, you do. Actually, all girls do.
Again.
Oh,
shit.
What? Steve is on.
Oh, right now?
Yep. What? Matt.
He's probably streaming it on
Matt, yo.
Amy's live, I guarantee it.
Okay, go. Steven Hargett at Pans is. Oh, I think he already won.
It looks over.
Yeah.
I think he already won. I love that.
Yeah, he won.
Go, Steve.
Gabrielle's patience is next level. Very lucky.
This is true. Thank you for acknowledging it and for the super chat.
Yeah. Like I want to say it's like I do kind of like press the envelope when she's on camera just to kind of demonstrate how cool she is. But it is not like that much. Like this is basically what it's like all the time. Accurate?
I texted Melissa something you said earlier about the perks. Mm-hmm. You were like, if it runs out, I'll burn the house down. And
I did say that.
Her your verbatim message. She's like, it's just unfortunate he's not dramatic at all.
Yeah.
It's so boring at your house.
Well, the whole thing is like, if you're always dramatic, then if you're going to say something that actually matters, like if we run out of perks, like that's a serious problem. You have to go, I'll burn the fucking house down. But will you? No. Burn the house down? That's what you said. Right. Just like Colby Covington said, he's going to kill John Anik. Equal. Wait, do a reaction video to what? To what? What kind of reaction video? Hang on. Okay, what do I think about Colby being the betting favorite against Leon? I agree. Again, styles makes fights because Colby is going to put that pace on him, dude. He's just going to keep coming and coming. Like Usman in the second fight, really, I think he wanted to knock him out, and then he just kind of got into that. I think he just got into that rhythm that you get into where it's like, all right, so we're doing this thing. Oh, okay. That's what I wanted to talk about. So so about Colby being the number one contender. Here is why he is the number one contender. Okay. So people are like, dude, he hasn't fought in whatever. He lost 2 of his last 4, derbity derp. Okay. So the reason why that is not a valid point is because the 2 fights that he lost were to Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman had walked through every single challenger up to this Leon Edwards thing, right? And including Leon Edwards until he got head kicked. He was so dominant and he beat the shit out of every single person that he fought. Completely decisive victories, every single one of them. Except when he fought Colby, who was the number 2 guy, and the first fight was razor close. I mean, he ended up finishing him, but like insanely close fight. And then the second fight was so fucking close. Like it honestly is no different. The second Colby and Usman fight is no different than the Volkanovski and Makhachev fight. Where like, okay, yeah, technically, Makhachev won, but Volkanovski, like someone has to win. But like when Colby fought Usman the second time, like both guys really won because it's such a good fight and it was so close. And the fact that he was fighting against Usman, it was that close. It's like, man, these guys are right there. So those losses are not like really losses when it comes to, rankings in the, now obviously there are guys who are not being given the opportunity. So you don't know. Leon was one of those guys. And then now Bilal. But like, what's interesting too is Bilal fought Leon. Everyone's like, oh, he's won blah, blah, blah in a row. I watched that fight again the other day. I remembered it as Leon just whipping Bilal's ass. And then there's the eye poke. And it was actually a lot closer than I remembered it. I mean, Bilal Leon was definitely winning, but it was like, it wasn't just a total run through like I thought. Darren Shagmaster Till, he's got some of my J's.
I know him. Hi.
We got him some turquoise ones.
Exciting.
As an avid UFC fan, the 2 things I care about are Khamzat fighting at welterweight and Ngannou competing as a fighter. 0 for 2 at the moment. I really hope one of them do. Wait, why do you want Khamzat to fight at welterweight? Just because you think it's going to be like because you want to see those matchups? Because I do kind of agree with that. I think middleweight is like too easy for him. Like those top guys, it's like too easy.
I'm gonna go watch my show.
Show everyone your midriff, Gabrielle. It's just such
Go on
like
my Instagram.
it is just. She does Pilates. Look at it.
Oh my
No,
God.
just come here.
Why are
Look
we-
at that, dude. It's ridiculous. Are we gonna party tonight or what?
I don't know.
That's a yes. But no, I don't like. I see. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that Colby has been ducking contenders. He has been in position to get another title shot. And again, like the thing that's so bizarre is like no one really knows what the hell was going on after the Masvidal thing. You know what I mean? It's like I don't really like he went totally like his behavior clearly changed for like a year. It's been a year, dude. It's been a year. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, and Khamzat, he's going to do 85. I truly believe Khamzat is the greatest talent MMA has ever seen. He can definitely become a double champion and possibly go down as the greatest ever if he plays his card right. We'll see. We'll see, dude. Because, like I said earlier, the only fight he has against an elite guy is against Gilbert Burns, and he barely won that fight. Now, Gilbert Burns, that doesn't say that doesn't necessarily say anything negative about Khamzat. It's also, I really believe that Gilbert Burns is like, even though everyone knows how good he is, I think he's underrated. Like, I think he is an exceptional talent. But Khamzat, again, you have not seen him fight Like and that's the other thing. Gilbert is a stylistic matchup. I don't think that if Khamzat and him fought again, you would see anything different. I think that stylistically is a problem for Khamzat. That said, no one else really brings the same skill set as Gilbert Burns, which is you can't go to the ground with him. Like that's what you saw with the Khamzat fight is like, who's a more dominant wrestler than Khamzat? And he could not go to the ground with Gilbert without risking losing the fight very, very quickly. You know, like you don't want to be in Gilbert Burns' guard, even though Gilbert apparently like in, because Gilbert Burns is a multi-time world champion in jits. And I haven't watched many of his matches, but I've talked to my professors about it. And they said that Gilbert actually favored like being like a top smasher, like passing guard. But nonetheless, off of his back, he's super fucking dangerous. That's why Khamzat stood back up. And this is the other thing. You think that he is one of the greatest talents to ever hit the UFC? Not a question that he has the potential to be that. But the thing you also need to recognize is that you have not seen him strike at all, except for Gilbert Burns. At all. Like you've seen one component of his game, which is his grappling, which is incredible. For that, I agree with you that he could very easily be one of, if not the best grapplers to ever hit the UFC. But you've only seen one fight where he had to lean on his striking, and he was not better than the other guy. He wasn't better than Gilbert Burns' strike. He wasn't. He wasn't. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But again, it's not like Khabib had the best striking in the world and he beat the living fuck out of every single person, and he had a couple fights that were close. So who knows? You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't see it. Let's go check it out. Hold on. Let's see. Dude, Chael's output is so amazing, dude. Look at this, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos yesterday and today. 10 fucking videos. Man, that's impressive, dude. He's cranking views too, dude. 80K, 117K, 162K. Great fucking week for him, dude. I mean, look at it. Let me see. That's 190 views, 190,000. So like 400,000, 400, 500, almost like 500, almost 600,000 views in the last 2 days, which just on fucking AdSense is like $4,500 probably without even getting into external sponsors. Good for him, dude. What a fucking savage, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, if I had someone that did all my editing and on thumbnails and stuff, I could crank too, dude. But neither here nor there. That is just very impressive. Okay. Why did I go here again? Oh yeah. Because I wanted
Francis Ngannou.
Oh, gosh, what does he have to say about this, you guys? This is really important.
Francis Ngannou, right? Guy that's done everything wrong. Guy that's destroyed his own career and is worth nothing because he's no longer the championship. Boy, I can't take him out of my mouth. What is that? What is that? Because it's something deep-rooted. There's a psychological, but it's happening to me. But it's happening to me subconsciously. Why can I not talk? Why can I not stop talking about him? I thought he wasn't interesting. I thought you couldn't draw with Francis. I thought, because I heard myself say it, that because he's no longer champion, he's no longer relevant. But I keep talking about him. I got a message this morning from Jesse on Fire, and he says, is Francis going to one championship? And I wrote Jesse back, and I said, what's your source? And he wrote me back. He goes, no, I don't have, I'm asking you a question.
Did he just say Jesse on Fire? I had no idea that was there, dude. I had no idea that. I'm just kidding. Of course I knew that was there.
Question, you got some inside scoop. Now, I bring that up because I dug into it because I had this message from Jesse, and Francis has come out. You guys see this? Francis said it made it sound as though he's down to one of two, that he's narrowed everything down.
Yeah. I did say that, and he did say that. Dude, if Francis goes to ONE FC, that would be very bizarre. And the point that Chael makes later in the video is that if they were going to sign Francis, that would mean that they would have to be moving to a pay-per-view model, which is very interesting. Very interesting. You know, Gadget Beard, thank you very much, sir. Best case scenario, George beats Burns, George versus Edwards for the belt, then sets up the mega fight between George versus Colby. 100% agree. Or in reverse, George beats Burns, Colby beats Leon, and then, you know, they do that. Like 100%. Just for the UFC, it would be absolutely huge, dude. Absolutely huge. All right. So the question is, do I talk to Chael?
I wrote Jesse back and I said, what's your source? To one chance from Jesse on Fire. And he says,
that's a yes, good sir. I love me some Chael, dude. As I have made very clear always. It's not an accident that has been my background since day one. If you go back to my very, very first videos, that was in the background. Like I was in my home office, and I was like, how should I decorate this for UFC? And I just bought that one because it has Chael on it, and I just put it in the back. I was like, this looks like shit, but it was there. And someone asked, what's wrong with my hair? My barber fucked it up. And this was like I've been saying, this was a beta test. Like I came on to see if you guys brought it up, because if you did, then it was really fucked up and I needed to wear a hat tomorrow, and you guys did over and over and over, which means it's fucked. So, dude, that's nice. Dude, but like the more, so I started the channel because Chael put me on fan questions 2 times. And then, and when I did the channel, it was like, okay, so what do I want my channel to be? And it was like, I want it to be Chael's channel. Like, and it's specifically like, I don't want to have to do a ton of editing, you know, like I did it the way that I did it on purpose. Trying to do it like Chael's. That's always good policy when you start YouTube, is like, decide who's like, what channel are you emulating, and then do that, you know, like you got to have a vision. Wait, what just happened? Steve, I'm waiting for Steve to fight again. So I'll tell you what, I made one of the best trades of my entire investing life, dude. I bought a bunch of Facebook in November, and it's doubled, dude. Feel pretty smart about that. Anyway, I know my hair is on point, and she fucked it up. She gets 1 get out of jail free card on this. The reason why I'm not super worried about it is because in like 3 days, this will have grown out and you won't be able to tell. But, you know, I mean, listen, dude, I don't know what Guru's got under the beanie, but if someone fucked his hair up like this, you understand why he would be wearing a beanie. You know what I'm saying? So sad. Okay. So no, dude, my barber is feeling me a little too much, I think. Okay. So what was I going to talk about? I did the Chael thing, the Jorge thing. And, duh. So tomorrow evening, Giselle and I are going to the show in San Antonio. So I'll be there, just me and my 10-year-old daughter. And if you guys see me, come say what's up, dude. Giselle she'll think that's like the coolest thing ever. I love meeting everybody in person too. So with the fight tomorrow, though, in the main event, this is like to me, it breaks down like this. You got Cory Sandhagen, who I don't think that this fight's going to the ground. I think that they're going to be. I think this is a stand. I think this is going to be a stand-up fight with very little grappling, some clinch work maybe, but that's it, right? I don't see anybody really trying hard to wrestle it down to the ground. Now, I could be wrong. It's possible. If I was going to guess which person would shoot, actually, they're both equally unlikely to shoot. So I read it like this. Sandhagen has more attacks to think about, right? He has like, he just, in terms of like, if you're itemizing all the ways that he throws strikes, he has more. He's a little longer than Chito, probably a little bit more aggressive, but Chito's defense is incredible. And when Chito throws strikes, they are surgical, powerful, and great. So it's like, I think this is going to be a 5-round stand-up, like surgical war where it's going to be, it's not going to be, there's not going to be any reckless exchanges. You know, there'll be a few where they get in tight and whoom, and then circle out or clinch or whatever. But primarily, this is going to be a very, very, very tactical fight. And I love fights like that, man. I think it's going to be really, really tactical. I think it's going to probably go to decision, but everyone will have been very, very happy with the, you know, with the fight. And man, I honestly am really struggling with who I think is going to win, just because I really believe in Chito's game, but I also really believe in Sandhagen's game. And I think that Sandhagen's creative output is probably going to be enough to be able to break through Chito's defense more than Chito's going to be able to properly counter Sandhagen. So I do think Sandhagen is probably going to win for that reason. I just think like it literally is going to come down to like output, footwork, etc., to where I think Sandhagen will land more than Chito, just because Chito really generally doesn't have super high output. He's just a surgical tactician. But Sandhagen has so many creative ways to come forward and strike. Like he's great at coming forward and striking and you know, throwing a lot of strikes to where that defense first will be good on the first one, second one, but like, you know, it's boom, 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 boom. Like he's going to land something, you know? So we'll see. We'll see. I'll tell you what though. Both of these motherfuckers are going to have a better haircut than me tomorrow. That's for goddamn sure. If you guys see me tomorrow at the show, definitely be like, dude, can we take your hat off so that we can take a picture with your fucked up haircut? Because I will laugh super hard if you do that. Be like, dude, can we take a picture? And be like, but like, let's not hide how fucked up your hair is. Like, let's take your hat off, make sure that you're looking this way. And then when I put it on the gram, I'll be like, here's Jesse on fire and his sorry ass fucked up haircut that he tried to cover up with that hat. But I knew the truth, dude. I knew the truth. I knew his hair was fucked up underneath that hat. And so I was like, yo, don't hide what you are, dog. Don't hide what you are. Take that hat off, dog. I want to see it. Nobody's perfect, bro. Nobody's perfect, especially not you with that fucked up ass hair. I'm like, damn. Giselle, see? This is one of the viewers of my channel and he's calling me out and I deserve it, you know? This is what you need to understand about being an adult. You got a fucked up haircut. You go on the internet and people see it. They see you in public. They're going to fucking tell you your hair's fucked up. That's something you need to understand. I know you're 10. Like, I understand you're 10. But you need to remember that, dude. And make sure if someone fucks your hair up, you just have to expect people to come up to you and be like, I want to take a picture with your fucked up hair. Talking nonsense, son. The Anvil, Jesse on Fire looks like a lesbian SJ. I do. 100%. I feel like I want to imitate like the one that was so mad when Hillary lost. Like put on some glasses. Why? Can you imagine being that person? Like, can you actually imagine being that person? Like, watch this, dude. Okay, so like we go here, we search screaming SJW and shit like I didn't realize it was like that, dude. Wow. Like, can you imagine this? Like, you are that, dude. Like, across the board, it's like, man, what does it look like to be like a ludicrous, like lunatic activist? And they're all, well, it looks just like this bitch right here. And it's like, well, that bitch is me. It's like, yeah, that is you. That is you. This is such a ludicrous reaction that it's kind of hard to even wrap your brain around. That's why it became a meme. And then this one, it's like, hey, sweetheart, trust me, no matter what you are angry about, there is no reason for you to be this mad. Like, there's no matter what you guys are doing out there, I promise you, you are overreacting for sure. Like, there's no question that this is an unmerited reaction. I don't need to know what's going on. Dude, you could tell me that she's a Trumper, or you could tell me that she's an AOC, whatever. It's irrelevant. There is nothing that has happened to where this is a proper reaction from a person who is like, we need to go listen. We need to go speak truth to power. We need to speak truth to power. That's why my face looks like this. It's like, dude, calm the fuck down. Okay? Calm down. And the thing is, this could be anything. Dude, look at this, though. I never noticed this. There's a Trump sign back here. I don't know what that means for her. They've got this as angry feminist meme. Man, I wish I could see like what, like why. Okay, so it says woman in short hair, glasses, appearing angry during a confrontation with the supporters of DT. I wish so bad that there was there obviously must be a video of this somewhere because there are so many. Is it really the two gender thing? Is this really what it is? If that's what it is, I mean, look at this one, dude.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States.
No way. I've never seen this before.
First time ever anywhere, the 45th
president
of the United States of America, Donald.
Oh my God. I have literally never seen this.
With a gracious aid.
I am so sorry to my world. I am so sorry to my world. This is not what
Yes.
We will face challenges.
There's so much potential
but we will get the job done.
for beauty and for devastation.
Oh my
In this
God,
one
dude.
moment, it's almost incomprehensible that they can exist right now. So
And we are grateful
so
to
close.
President Obama.
Oh my God. How have I never seen that, dude? I've seen that meme 1,000 times. I've never seen that video, dude. Oh my God. I feel bad for her too, dude. Honestly. Like, in all seriousness, I feel bad for her. It's hilarious. Like, obviously, I'm gonna laugh in her face, of course. And if she was on the other side, I would laugh. If that was some Trumper, and they were like, Biden won, no, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus, shut up, you lunatic. There's no reason for you to ever be that mad on either side ever, unless they're firing you for some reason. But seriously, like, that is insane. That is so funny. I cannot believe that I forgot. I'd never seen that. But you're right, dude. That's what I was saying. I went into the barber and I was like, listen, I want you guys to look at this dude. Okay. Look at this dude. I want you to give me a hybrid. Okay. A hybrid between this dude right here and that chick, right? Like that chick. Why is this taking so long? Dude, every time when I make my phone do something and I'm like, all right, cool, because I want to show someone something, it's like the phone can tell and it just goes like at, snail speed. It's infuriating. What? Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'll show you guys over here. Duh. Yeah. So I went in there with this picture. And I was like, listen, I want to look like him. Okay. Give me that exact, or this one. Give me that exact haircut, please. She's all, I don't know how. I'm going to fuck it up. I'm like, just try your best. And then she fucked it up. Well, I guess we should probably talk about this too. So, who is Jeff Molina, the UFC fighter forced to come out after not safe for work video leak that I'm sure he did? I'm going to say my confidence that he is the one who leaked this now is probably around like 80%. I'd say 80%. 80%. Flyweight talent Jeff Molina recently found himself in the spotlight due to a leaked video where he was seen performing a not safe for work act. I still haven't seen it. The UFC fighter was forced to come out after the leak to discuss his sexual orientation on social media. Yeah, I know. Like, wow, he was really forced. He was really forced to do that, except, wait a minute. He wore a rainbow thing for Pride Week, so I guess, like, he kind of already had come out, right? Like, he had already come out, so what are we talking about? Molina claimed he was straight going into the fight. Wait, what? Oh, sporting Pride-themed UFC shorts in his last octagon outing against Zulas Zamagaylev. Molina claimed he was straight going into the fight, which he went on to win via unanimous decision. However, El Jefe must have gone through a lot of turmoil the past few days as a video of him getting intimate with another male went viral on the internet. Jeff Molina subsequently came out as bisexual in a lengthy Twitter rant while expressing concerns about the news will be received by the largely homophobic MMA fraternity. So, before I even read his thing, I think homophobia in the MMA community is probably pretty far down the list from you're involved in fixing fights, dude. Okay? This is genius, though. Like, I respect, like, first of all, I don't care who sucks dicks. I don't care, even a little bit, dude. Like, there's actually nothing that I care less about than, like, you know, well, listen, dude, like, I've put a lot of thought to it, and I've just decided that, like, I'm gonna start blowing dudes. Be like, all right, so that's what you should do. I don't care, you know? I don't care. I don't care even a little bit. But society at large, you know, somehow, like, this is a super big deal. You're all, guys, for the first time ever, guys got caught fixing a UFC fight. And then a huge sports gambling scandal unfolded behind it. Like, the guy, you know, Krause, who apparently was a ringleader, and I feel terrible for these guys. I really do. Even if they did it, I feel terrible. Having your life unwind is awful. You know? Like, this is what Krause was used to, right? Just stacks of dough, dude. Like, stacks of money. And they took it all, dude. They took it all. So, but anyway, so that's not real, by the way. This is not real. That's why I got these, dude, because they look so fucking real, dude. Ooh, yeah, boy. This is what $10,000 looks and feels like, but it's not. It's funny money for movies. Anyway, so but yeah, so he the insider info is Jorge Masvidal said that he had insider info that he was getting the next title shot. And there is no evidence. That's Jorge Masvidal said, I have insider info that I'm getting the next title shot. Now, in fairness, if he beats Gilbert Burns, he's probably right. If he beats him handily. But anyway, so you have a scandal like that is like, I mean, dude, Pete Rose got banned from baseball like for life because he bet on baseball. He didn't rig anything. He didn't bet against anything. Like he just bet on baseball. It's like, dude, I mean, allegedly, it's possible that you told your injured fighter to go in there and take a dive in the first round. Then you guys put millions of dollars on him losing in the first round. And then he gave the worst work performance in the history of works. And you guys and you guys moved the line so much that you guys got caught in 1 second. And Jeff Molina apparently was right in the mix of that thing, since he's the only other fighter that got openly cut from the UFC and has been directly implicated straight with Krause in the criminal investigation. Like, he was Krause's right-hand dude. So he's dick deep in this thing. Get it? He's dick deep in the scandal. And it's like, Jesus, man, how do I change the narrative? It's like, listen, it's 2023, dude. It's 2023. Look, you can be the worst. You could be like the 500th best male swimmer in college. Just say you're a girl, dude, and you'll be a champion. It's like, that would never happen. No, it would. What about powerlifting? Like, that'd be insane. No. Just say you're a girl now and you can be on the Olympic powerlifting team on the girls' side. That's insane. Listen, man, play the cards you're dealt, dude. Play the cards you're dealt. Right? Play the cards you're dealt. You don't mind sucking, that this is a great strategic card to play. Like, don't just come out like, because here's the thing. He can't, like, this is why I think he leaked it. Because like, he can't just come out and be all, with everything going on, he comes out, he's all, I'm gay. Everyone's all, shut the fuck up, cheater. You know what I mean? He's like, listen, guys, I'm gay. It's like, shut up. Everybody already knew that. You know what I mean? Everybody already knew that, dude. Everybody knew that. Minner is cut and is cooperating with the criminal investigation. I heard everybody's cooperating is what I heard. But yeah, I'm gay. No, you're a cheater. No, but I'm gay. No, you are involved in a sports betting scandal. No one cares what you do sexually. He's all like, strategically, that wouldn't work. However, if a graphic video of him blowing a dude goes out and everybody sees it, and then he pretends like it was leaked by someone else, that's a whole different ballgame. It's fucking brilliant. Like, if I sound like I'm breaking his balls over this, I'm not. I think this is absolutely genius. I'm being totally serious. Like, there's no, like, I know I like laugh about the story because I think it is fucking hilarious, but like, in all seriousness, it's brilliant. Like, this is an actual because his career was over. Like, you guys understand that. Like, his career's over. His career was over. There's no coming back from a sports betting, rig fights scandal. And he actually legitimately has a chance of potentially coming back now. As ridiculous as that sounds, he does. I don't think it'll be in UFC, most likely. I mean, certainly not if he actually was involved in the fight fixing. I had a dude tell me that they heard third hand that it was Molina that made the call to Minner and made the offer, but it was like so unsubstantiated that I was like, I mean, I can't run that story, dude. Also, like, I'm not trying to put these guys further in the box, but I mean, that was basically what I was doing with this haircut. Is it was like, Jesse, your YouTube career is over. I was like, what can I do? They're all just say that you're self-conscious, and then people will be, they'll be drawn to your story. I'm like, but no one's going to believe that. Look at me. They're all, dude, just get a super fucked up haircut. Go on there and just be like, I can't believe how fucking ugly I am now because of my haircut. And like, now I align with the body positivity movement because of my hair. It's so fucked up. You know what I mean? Two can play this game, Jeff Molina. But yeah, so Jeff Molina, the reason that he's able to do this is because of the video. 100%. My hair got fucked up. I tried to cut it myself with one of those Flobies, or Floba, whatever, It's like, I'm like, this will work, dude. It'll be fine. And I fucked it up. I know, walk around like this, and like people start walking on this side. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? Why are you trying to walk to the side of me, bro? You walk over there. You're in the middle of a hallway. Listen, dude, do you know who I am? All right. Do you know who I am? If I say you walk over there, you fucking walk over there. They're all right. I have no idea who you are. And you are just an ugly person with a fucked up haircut. Damn, man. Damn. Anyway, I'm going to wear a hat. So, it is a training cut that's what we've been talking about. It's more of like a mix between a Jeff Molina cut and the chick that screamed in agony about Hillary Clinton losing the election. So in the comments, in the chat. So chat, do you guys think Jeff Molina leaked it on his own? I mean, I know I just gave kind of like a pretty hard pitch, but do you guys think, I'm curious if I'm just in outer space or not. Yes or no, do you think that Jeff Molina leaked the video on his own? Because honestly, it's a hardcore move, dude. To put out a video of you, is pretty nuts, man. Super smart. Super smart, dude. Because now everybody's talking about Jeff Molina, and guess what they're not talking about? It's like Jeff Molina, UFC fighter, not this other thing that he has going on. Super smart, dude. His publicist? Yeah, you guys like it? I mean, like I said, dude, it's like it's one of those things where like to act as if there is not social currency in one thing or another is ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's like, and in the current state, there is tremendous social currency in that, especially because not only does he get to say that he's gay, he gets to say that he was a victim of someone putting that out. Like, I love that. Like, dude, the end of it is cunning. It's super Machiavellian, dude, which makes me respect him a lot. But listen to this. Like, this is his thing. TLDR, I'm bi. Not the way I wanted to do this. Yeah, right. But the chance to do it when I was ready was taken from me. I've tried to keep my dating life private from social media. The thought of my buddies, teammates, and people I look up to looking at me different, let alone treating me different for something I can't control, was something I couldn't fathom. In a sport like this, where a majority of the fans being homophobic cocksuckers, I didn't see being the homophobic cocksuckers that they are. Hang on. He called us cocksuckers? I'm just saying. Called us cocksuckers, guy? Come on now. See, that's what I'm saying. This is funny. Like, I don't care who's, do whatever you want. But that's funny. I mean, come on, dude. That's not funny? Him calling us cocksuckers? Come on. They are. I didn't see myself during this part of my career. Hang on. Wait, where the during the private life taken from me? I tried to keep my dating life private from social media. I've dated girls my whole life and suppressed feelings I had through high school, being on the wrestling team, throughout college, pursuing MMA, and even after making part of the dream happen and getting into the UFC. Dude, here's a question for you guys that I'm actually seriously, this is kind of weird, but I'm actually curious. Do you guys think bi is a real thing? I've always thought that that's just like, I don't know. Like a dude that says he's bi is just gay, And then like through like social conditioning is like, you're supposed to be with girls. And so they figure out like, well, having sex with girls still feels pretty good. So like, whatever, but they're like actually like gay. Right. I mean, I don't know. I'm a pretty masculine dude. And that broy banter and sus sense of humor has always been how I am. The thought of my buddies and teammates and people I look up to looking at me different alone, treating me different for something I can't control was something I couldn't fathom. See, like that sentence right there, that sounds, that's like real. You know what I mean? Whether or not he put the video out, that's not like something he's making up. You know what I mean? Where you could tell, like, just this whole thing right here, like the sus sense of humor has always been whatever. People treating me different, can't control. Like that sounds like that came from a, somewhere genuine. Doesn't mean he didn't put the video out, because he almost certainly did. But in this sport where a majority of fans are being homophobic cocksuckers, yep, we're the cocksuckers. It's like me saying like you guys are a bunch of dudes with shitty haircuts. I wanted to be known for my skills and what I've dedicated the last 11 years of my life to, and not the bi UFC fighter that I'm sure would just be translated to the gay UFC fighter. It's like, well, it was either that or the dude who was involved in the biggest betting scandal in the history of the sport. How I am, I thought of my buddies, teammates, and people I look up to. Look at me, a different trend. Wait, what? Wait, this is the same thing. Oh, to the awful, disturbed person that decided to post this shit, I hope it was worth it. You did it. And it wasn't awful or disturbed. It was brilliant. At the end of the day, I know my character, morals, and who I am as a person. As much as I'm getting hated, shitted on, I'm getting an equal amount of support, and it means a fuck ton. Love you. Pride. GP. And last but not least, Ben the Bone Davis, you a freak. Okay. So, by the way, I've been meaning to do this. Ben the Bone Davis. So this is the dude from Bone Thugs. So the implication has to be that this is who was in the video, right? Because why else would he bring this guy up? Because if it's not him, dude, like, you guys remember, do you guys remember when, is that not him? Anyway, chat, that's him, right? Hang on. Sorry. Let me make sure I'm not slandering. Or not slandering, but like, I'm not like pointing at the wrong dude. Steve's fighting right now? Okay. I got it. I got it on flow. Yeah, I'm on it. Dude, where did I just have that? Okay, here we go. Dude, it says, oh, Ben the Bane Davis. Thank you guys. I'm sorry, Crazy Bone. Damn. Ben the Bane Davis. I'm sorry, Crazy. Dude, please, you guys. Oh. Look at what he did. Let's see what this dude looks like. Wait, well, dude, I was behind. Did he submit him? Oh, he's got his leg. Oh, shit. Damn, like, that was like a magic trick. I don't even know what he did. Wait, hang on. Let me try to go back. Oh, you can't go back when it's live? Fuck, dude. That was crazy. He just like went in on his legs and it was just like tap. He's so fucking good, dude. Okay, so this dude, Ben the Bane. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm only going off of the fact that Molina said he's a freak, which I assume means that this was the guy in the video. And if looks were all we were going on, I'm just saying. Anyway, so knee bar is a knee bar. That was crazy. You couldn't see it. Like, it was like he was on the leg that was further away from the camera. You couldn't even, like, it was like, that was nuts, man. Oh, dude. There is a 0% chance that Colby would be apologizing to anyone. 0. Colby's not apologizing to anyone ever, dude. Never. I watched like this whole thing that Colby did with Bilal is so, or I'm sorry, with well, Bilal has been doing great, dude. Bilal's been doing great. This week, his profile has gone up so much this week. It's crazy, dude. It's been, I mean, like, he couldn't have done a better job. Like, just threw himself right in the middle of this thing. And Colby saying that he was going to kill John Anik, brilliant, dude. Absolutely brilliant. Every single person talked about it. Every single person. It's exactly like what I say about, you know, the beanie. It's like, dude, if like there's two, like if you respond to Colby or that, like, it's like there's two reasons you would do it. One is you see that it's getting attention and you want to put your name next to it. The other one is you're genuinely mad. And so you're like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit. And it's like, if it's number 2, 100 out of 100 times, you're an idiot, dude. Like, that's the entire reason they're doing it. There's nothing you can say, okay? Like, there's nothing you can say where you're going to win. If you talk about them, you lose automatically. Like Colby, dude, John Anik, I don't want John Anik have to, his kids grow up without a father, all right? I'm in Miami. He's in, Fort Lauderdale. That's real, or whatever city he said that I actually looked at housing one time. Fuck, what the hell's the name of that? Anyway. And like every single fighter, every single commentator, every single person is like, can you believe what Colby Covington said? Colby. Hey, Colby Covington said Colby Covington said he's going to kill John Anik. Colby said what? Colby Covington said he's going to kill John Anik. Colby Covington gets the next title shot. It's like, you fucking donkeys, dude. Just walked right into it, dude. Just walked right into it. I say Guru's name all the time. Why don't I say Guru's name? I have videos that are titled MMA Guru like in the last like week. Oh my God. MMA Nut, go back and watch this entire stream and you'll laugh that you came in and asked that. I've been talking about it this entire thing. My hair's fucked. Wait, hang on. I have no point. Did you guys feel like I made a coherent point? I feel like my point was pretty clear. Right? Pretty clear. Dude, so Josh Fabia, I started the process of doing the next Under the Octagon with Jesse on Fire. And I pulled all of his answers from his interview because I write the script based on those. And I am honestly struggling because there are so many fucking jokes that I can't even decide. I literally like can't even decide. Like, I'm like I actually have like the thing is all segmented out. Like, if you look at this, it's like, you see like gaps. That's because each of those segments is a completely different joke set for him. Like with John Jones, the whole time I was talking about him partying so hard and still being champion, or, and the dick pills, or the Trinidad, right? It's like, you got a couple things that you can kind of joke around about. With Masvidal, the whole thing is built around him being a spaz and like just talking about Colby, which is not even like, it's not like he actually does that really, but like, it's still like, that's the whole thing. Dude, with Josh, I'm like, I've got it about him getting his ass kicked in the bar. I've got a million jokes about him being tiny. I have a million jokes about him being gay. I have a million jokes about him like being a fake coach. It's like, it's fucking endless, dude. It's absolutely endless. There's never been a person more easily clowned on than that guy. Wait, if you're waiting for me to get to the point, do you guys feel like I make coherent points? I feel like the point's pretty clear. Colby said this. Everyone responded like morons, and they did Colby a huge favor because his profile was building. And so people think they're mad at him and they go blah, 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 blah. But actually they're literally like, it's like being mad at him and then giving him $10,000. Talk to the beanie guy, dude. I'm in. That show would be absolute fire. Does it bother me when people? No, not at all. It actually makes me like people more. Generally, that's a great indication of someone that I like, is like, if they break my balls, then I like them. Because that's what I like. I break people's balls that I like. Did you miss the Chito Sandhagen preview or still waiting? No, yeah, you did. I'll go it again though. No. I don't block people for making fun of me. There's a huge difference between, like, that's not the same. I play DFS, but I play on Thrive Fantasy, dude. And speaking of which, we're doing a new giveaway, a big one, a big one. And I was going to announce this earlier, but I'll do it right now. So anyone who goes on Thrive Fantasy, downloads the app, does FIRE as the promo code when you create the profile, deposits $25 and enters one contest. So, like, you know, you could do a $25 deposit and then go enter a $2 tournament. They're going to double they're going to double your deposit anyway. So you put 25 in, they'll give you 50. And basically it's like you just want you to make a deposit and then try the game. That's it. So Thrive Fantasy, deposit $25, play the game once. If you hate it, fucking cash it out, dude. Everybody who does that, send me a screenshot and you will be entered. And I'm going to give someone 2 tickets to the UFC with me and Gabrielle. That's what we're going to do. So go make a deposit, $25, enter one game. If you hate it, just cash it out, dude. But you won't, because it's awesome. And you get to do prop bets and it's fucking awesome. So Thrive Fantasy, THRIVE Fantasy, download the app, use the promo code FIRE, make a $25 deposit. They'll double it and then enter one contest, enter a $2 contest. You just have to try the game. And if you hate it, cash it out. So yeah. Jesse's bullshitting on the thumbnail. Huh? How? How's that? Oh, inside information. Okay. That's Masvidal said that. It's Masvidal quote. Masvidal said, I have inside information that I get the next title shot over Colby. Masvidal said that. That he said he has inside information that if he wins, then he gets to fight Leon next, not Colby. There's no way to, I mean, honestly, just beat Gilbert Burns first. And if he wins in spectacular fashion, I think there's a high probability he ends up being right. Is this the real MMA holes? Let's see. Sometimes people pretend to be MMA holes and they trick me and I talk to them like it's Chris and then it's like not. So let's find out. We're going to do dual authentication right now. I'm going on to Instagram. So if this is really you, Chris, just go, oh yeah. So that's a no. Good. Banned. Damn, that escalated quickly. I'm like, hey, is it really you guys, MMA holes? And they're like, we're just going to drop a just N bombs. You're all, Jesus, man. That's weird. I don't even know what to say about that, dude. That's such a weird thing. Because that's just one of those, like, honestly, anything, like, I don't get too heavy on the, like, don't say things you wouldn't say in person, but, like, don't say things you wouldn't say in person, dude. You get your teeth stomped out of your head, and you know it. And you know it. You know it. Thrive Fantasy is like, it's like the new way you do daily fantasy, but you do like prop bets. It's so sick, dude. It is so sick. Yes, I have definitely seen all of it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. He's definitely not. Well, I don't know, definitely, but I would say it's extraordinarily unlikely. And even if he was, still super fucking weird. All right. I gotta go in 8 minutes. So anybody who wants to ask me something, get it all the way out. Because I have to record a podcast at 2:30 and I have to go create the link for it. So any questions that you guys have, throw them out, dude. Throw it out, chat. Throw it out, chat. I'm about to. Throw it out, chat. That's what I was born to do. Throw it up there. I'm about to. Let's spar, bro. I will knock the teeth out of your red head of yours. No, you wouldn't. Because I don't spar with weirdos. And if you attack me, I'd shoot you. So that's how that would go. This is Texas, dude. We're strapped, son. Did you see that? That was my Sneeko impression. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? He's all, hey, you want to watch my clips? These are my clips, dog. This is my clips. So dumb. So dumb. I'm just kidding. We could spar, dude. But you would knock my teeth out. It's also really stupid when strangers are all, I'd fuck you up. You're all, I mean, you could be like a 12-year-old girl, or you could be like a multi-time world kickboxing champion. You know what I mean? I'm like, you wouldn't knock my teeth out. It's like, no, he would. Definitely would. I totally agree. Bernard, what's up, dog? I do agree that GSP lost that fight. FaZe, stop asking that. I'm not going to answer that question. My favorite supercar doesn't exist. It was a concept car called the Cadillac 16, and they never ended up making it, but it is so boss. Gabrielle says, I have a call at 3:30 and we're supposed to be at the fundraiser at 4. We're going to have to go a little bit late, and I'll need you to help get the kids in the car around like 4 so I can still be present on the call and not totally distracted. Okay. My answer is you're going to pay for that, girl. I have to record a podcast from 2:30 till 3:40. After that, I will wrangle these little ragamuffins. What the fuck? Wow. Brilliant, dude. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Some fundraiser at our kids' school. Who would I like to be in my corner in my MMA fight? My jiu-jitsu professors and some of my teammates. How big is my house? What do you mean? Like how many bedrooms? Sterling Cejudo prediction. I like Cejudo. I think Cejudo is going to be able to nullify Aljo's biggest strength, which is grappling and taking the back. And I think they'll be on the feet. I think, Cejudo is a tough matchup for Aljo. He is. I don't have a home. I don't have a home gym. I have grappling dummies, but no, I don't have like a gym. Oh, dude, I'm sure you have beat off to my wife. That it would be weird if you hadn't. I'm just kidding. Jesse, I won the comp for the UFC tickets. Would you let me go or get me there and jump me? Come on, man. Get you there and jump you? That's not going to happen. No one's jumping you, dude. But we might do, I think we're going to do the show. Oh, Gabrielle. What dates are we going to the Dominican Republic? What dates are the Dominican Republic trip? As long as the okay, because Anthony fights in Charlotte, and we want to go to that fight, so we should extend in the direction that allows us to go. I'll tell you right now. I told him we were going last night, so he's expecting us now, so we have to go. Shit. Okay, so it's May 13th. It's May 13th, so we should extend on the back end of the trip. What? I'll take one of my side pieces. Hug Rogan or give him a handshake? I have no idea. Miguel, you don't need to apologize, dude. False. Thank you, Hermit Rob. I think it's going to be a 5-round surgical war that Sandhagen wins. Germanic. Yes. All right, guys. I got to run. I got to go get prepped for this this show. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. If anybody's got anything remaining, throw it up. Throw it up. Throw it up. I'm about to. All right. Aside from rolling and grappling, what's your go-to strength and condition? Nothing. I just do rounds. Yeah, I just do rounds, dude. Supplementation. I'm on like regular TRT. That's like my levels were at 870 last time. Like we just had them checked. And then And then creatine recently. That's it. Oh, that's not true. Glucosamine I take. I take a really heavy like green, like I do athletic greens every day. Fish oil, vitamin D, vitamin C. Oh, and collagen. Anyway, that's what I got. Got to run. Pace. You are very welcome, Nick.